already have perfection, where do you go from there? Where do you turn when you need to lay perfection to rest, be that temporarily or permanently? Can perfection be replaced? Hi folks, it's Marc Gallagher here with another episode of Gear Profile, taking a deep dive into a piece of gear I have and love, the story behind it, why it speaks to me, and of course, how it sounds. This time we're looking at my other Pono Pro Classic tenor ukulele. I already have my firm favourite ukulele and my Pono Pro Classic, and I did a whole video about why I love that. But equally, I know that ukulele won't last forever, and when I need a backup, it needs to be great. Ukuleles, like all instruments, need a little TLC every now and then. I want to be sure that when I take my number one uke to Eludia, that I have a comparable backup waiting in the wings. I've had that before with my Canalea SUST, but I've fallen a little out of love with that as of late. I concluded that if I wanted a substitute for my Pono, it had to be a Pono. My timing was pretty good, all told. It was summer of 2023, and Pono had announced their discontinuation of the Pro Classic line in favour of their Master Series that had things such as lattice bracing and other fancy appointments. As a result, Hawaii Music Supply, or the ukulele site, had a massive clearance sale on Pono Pro Classics, and I got lucky. With the absence of ebony to make a direct twin to my main uke, it was the choice between a mahogany uke or a rosewood one. I bit the bullet, spent an extra $200 on a nicer looking wood, and I got hold of a ukulele from Hawaii for $900. My thanks also go to MiSi, who sent me a couple of uke trio pickups at cost price. They've really looked after me as an artist for them. This is a Pono RTSH PC. The slightly more cumbersome name means a rosewood back and sides with a slotted headstock, cedar top as part of the Pro Classic line. In terms of the build, this ukulele differs from my main one only in the back and sides wood and the slotted headstock, so otherwise it would be a twin. Right now, let's just call it a brother. Currently, this is strung with Inui Blue Moon strings. My mind's not fully made up on those yet. When I next get round to stringing this with Worth Browns, I'll do a separate comparison video to see how much difference the back and side woods and the slotted headstock really make to the sound. For now, that'll have to wait because it's an unfair testing it with different sets of strings on, and I want to get a full use out of these Inuis before I change them. As for my thoughts thus far, slotted headstocks are a real ball ache to restring, and they're so much more inconvenient than a normal non-slotted headstock. I understand the theory that the steeper break angle will create more tension and projection, but I think the ease of restringing a regular headstock outweighs the possible tonal benefits. When you restring a regular headstock, the perpendicular nature of the machine head relative to the headstock means that you wind the string such that it spirals downwards, holding the string under its own tension. With slotted headstocks, however, the machine head runs alongside the headstock, so when you wind it, the string has a habit of coming loose. I've so far had to do things like tie a knot in one end of the string or wrap it around itself in order to get some tension under which I can hold the string. I've been gifted ukuleles by Flight and Noah, and I find the slotted headstocks on those ukuleles such a ball ache. I've already created a scratch on the headstock from cutting the string ends. It's not quite the extreme as like the levels of my main uke, but it's a scratch I would have rather not made. This uke comes very close in sound to its older brother, partially because it's so incredibly similar in terms of specs. The cedar top gives me the clarity that I want, and the rosewood is nice and warm too. I can't be objective in terms of which sounds better. I know that this uke doesn't quite have the same story or sentimental value as my main Pono, but it's still a mighty fine instrument nonetheless. When the time comes, it will probably assume its place as my next number one. My name's Marc Gallagher, and this has been Gear Profile. Follow me on your favourite social media at Marc Gallagher Music, and consider joining me on Patreon and listening to my own music wherever you stream from. I'm Marc Gallagher. Like the video if you want, share if you feel compelled to, and follow me on places. I'll see you down the road. you.